Where's Trudy? All right. All right, Trudy. So I think we're going to go ahead and go into our first speaker, Trudy Elder, and I'm going to read a little something about my friend. Trudy Elder is grateful to be with you all tonight and to celebrate her 17th anniversary with Homeful. There she started, look, you can clap. I'll keep talking while you're clapping. There, she started as a street outreach worker and continues to grow in her various roles with the local nonprofit, and where she still believes she receives more than she gives. Spoken like a true nonprofit person, Trudy Elder.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Okay, the slides have already started. I got to stay on task. This particular first slide is actually for Amy Pendergast. She is a colleague of mine and a big PK supporter. Amy, I know sometimes the work that we do every day at Homeful feels a little bit like Pikachu climbing Machu Picchu, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So the reason I'm inspired by the work we do at Homeful is the opportunity to collaborate. For example, tonight, here we are in West Dayton. I get a chance to be with our friends at Dakota Center. Yvette was our host from Wesley Community Center, and I gotta be honest, there's some other groups up here tonight that Homeful is partnering with on a West Dayton food access project. So we're really excited about that. Fingers crossed, we'll find out at the end of this month. The reason we know these organizations is we started a farm out at the men's shelter, the Gettysburg Gateway for Men. We started out in an empty field. We now have 150 raised beds. We've got a 30 by 96 square foot hoop house, and we've got a community supported agriculture program. The other reason I'm inspired, thank you. The other reason I'm inspired by the work we do at Homeful is the commitment that we make here in West Dayton alone. Is that better? Good, very good. I'm already behind, so there we go. Our commitment that we have made in just a 1 mile stretch here in West Dayton, we own and operate actually the Family Living Center. It is a permanent supportive housing program for 34 families with more than 100 children. And it's located at the corner of Germantown and Gettysburg. If you move on up Gettysburg just a little bit north, you will hit the Dayton VA campus where we have two projects, Iowa Avenue and Ohio Commons. These are historic buildings that were repurposed for permanent supportive housing to serve formerly homeless adults with disabilities. Here's a picture of some of those ladies right now who happen to live at Ohio Commons. Because this project is located on the VA campus, it does give a priority and a preference to serve homeless veterans. Yes, some of whom are actually female vets, and we've got a few here that are actually celebrating their housing anniversaries. But I'll be honest, Homeful's, the challenges that we face as an organization really are no different than homeless service providers all across the country. We have a lack of safe, decent, and affordable housing that is rental housing. We also have a lack of job opportunities for the clients that we serve. So that we share in common. What is different is the way that Homeful went about trying to take on these challenges simultaneously. So we built a social enterprise. It's called Homeful Solutions, where we are actually putting homeless people to work for landlords, local landlords in our community that need help turning their apartment units. So if you think about the neighborhoods across Dayton, we have some housing blight. We have some old housing stock that has fallen into disrepair. And we also have neighborhood citizens and advisory boards that care a lot about the neighborhoods they live in, though, and they want nothing more than to have good, affordable housing and safe, walkable neighborhoods. So not only do we have neighbors in need, Homeful has clients in need. We have folks that are staying in the shelter right now that want to work, that actually need to work to be able to get up and out of homelessness, out of the shelter, and into permanent housing of their own. And these folks have skills and abilities to do good jobs, blue-collar jobs. And what we hear from landlords all across the community is many of them are small landlords and they do not have their own full-time maintenance staff and repair staff. And so they're not turning their units. They need help cleaning and painting and light repair. And so we put Homeful Solution work crews into these apartments to turn the units for these landlords. The same landlords that actually have challenges on the inside of their units also have lawn care and maintenance needs on the outsides of their properties as well. So enter Homeful Solutions once again, and now we're doing lawn care and landscaping for these same landlords. The reason we're doing it, we really have an underlying reason, and that is because there are families with children staying in shelter right now, waiting on that very housing. These are a couple examples of those families. These photos were actually taken in our emergency shelter system. And if you think about it, you know, the longer a unit stays open, the longer a family has to stay in shelter. So the faster we can turn those units, the faster those families with children can actually move into permanent housing of their own. Now I've completely caught up there, but okay, very good. I'm trying to stay on task here. I hope I'm doing okay. The bottom line is that Homeful Solutions, our social enterprise, is putting homeless people to work in community improvement projects all across Dayton and Montgomery County. Here's an example right here. Gracie started with us in the emergency shelter. She now has housing of her own. She started out working on that farm that you saw earlier, and she now runs the day-to-day operations of our market at the Right Stop Plaza and at our farm stand at 2nd Street. She works right alongside with David, who is another consumer who's also faced some challenges with homelessness. He's now working full-time. Both Gracie and David work for Homeful full-time. They have paid benefits, they have paid vacation time, paid sick time, and I'm thrilled to be their colleague as well. Also really happy that Homeful Solutions is getting some public recognition. We were thrilled recently when we were awarded the Dayton Business Journal Innovation Index Award. There was that little nonprofit that was standing right up there with Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and their Warfighter Research Division. So pretty proud about that. Thank you. What's next for Homeful Solutions? Well, what if we actually combined affordable housing with good paying jobs in the urban agriculture field, and we put it all in one location? That could be a game changer for West Dayton, so stay tuned for that. To sum it all up, I'm inspired by the work we do at Homeful because of our collaboration, our commitment, and our creativity, and I hope you'll join myself, Amy Pendergast, Gracie, and David until there's no homelessness. Thank you very much. Thank you.